Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you might know this or not, but like I am a long-time fan of K-pop, and one of the first groups I seriously started to follow when I just got into K-pop, you know, was actually 2PM. I spent nights and days watching their variety shows, and I just remember laughing to tears because of them. And I think back then what drew me to them was not only their music but also how just authentically themselves they were on screen. Like obviously I don't know them personally or whatever, but I almost feel like what you see is what you get from them, you know. They look genuine, and so them being so genuine and like authentic and everything was definitely one of the things that made me become a fan of them. Now I'm not gonna be sitting here and lie to you that I have been, you know, religiously following them all throughout these years. I have made my journey into the K-pop world, and so it's true that I haven't really followed them that closely those past years. And they are now coming back as 2PM, even though from my understanding they aren't all under JYP anymore. Anyways, regardless of the contracts and everything, I'm just so freaking glad because this is the return of legends. And as someone who became a fan during this second generation, I'm just so like overjoyed to see so many of those groups coming back now and showing and proving that they are still relevant and they are still capable of killing everything. Now honestly, what I'm most curious about is the reaction from the newer fan, because I'm sure like most of the second gen fans are going to be like elated to see this, but like I'm just curious to see the reaction of newer fans, you know, who weren't necessarily around way when 2PM was around. So anyways, this is called Heya He, must do, right? Must. Okay, unfortunately there are no English captions, which is surprising because it is JYP, but whatever, let's just go ahead. Oh my god, I hope I still remember all of their names. So Uyong, right? Sexy lady. Oh my god. I guess they are like the definition of getting older, like fine wine or something. Nikon! La vie en rose. Ah non. Oh, wine! La vive, hein. Wait, many of them are actors nowadays, right? I think the first word that comes to my mind when I see them and hear them is gentleman. Whoa. Seriously though, they don't look like they have aged. No, but like this action of just he still got it, man. Oh yeah. I still get reminder of his character in Vincenzo. getting hot, like girl, you lucky. You know how it is going to be sounding super stereotypical, but you know when men do those specific actions, aka rolling up their sleeves, there's a few actions that are known to be like incredibly attractive. And so for them to be including those, you know, actions in the dance, it's adding so much maturity to the song. Like the song in itself might not sound, on the first listen like this at least, might not sound like mature. I mean, yeah, it sounds mature, but like not in a sexy, sensual way, you know? But the dance and themselves are what makes this whole thing go to another level. And to me, it just screams like gentleman, classy, just like, I will treat you right type of men, you know? And like for a change, I'm actually reacting to idols that are older than me. I haven't had that in a really long time. I feel like nowadays I do react to mostly, you know, younger people, younger idols who are debuting and everything. I think most of them here, even Chansung, right, is like older than me. Chansung is like 5 years older than I am, and he's the maknae of the group, which is like, it almost never happened that I sit down and react to a group where all the members are older than I am, and like, it is refreshing almost to see it, because I guess there is a different air or like aura about people who are older, you know? I'm not only talking about the way they're looking or sounding or whatever. It might also just be the air of like experience, you know? Their experience is talking in here. They look so at ease, and maybe that's what I find also really, really attractive and sexy about this, is like they're incredibly confident, but it's not something that they are faking. It comes naturally to them at this point. And another thing that I really like is, even though they're not showing skin like they used to in the past, you know, like ripping their shirts and everything, they are still incredibly sexy in my opinion because of the aura that they are exuding. I get that what I'm saying might sound incredibly biased, and like honestly I have only good things to say about this, so I apologize in advance if you wanted me to say something bad about this, but like there's none to me. I have no complaints because all the members got to shine, and it's obviously something that I had in mind, like with them coming back after so many years, you know, are they going to be able to showcase all of the members evenly, if that makes sense, screen time wise and like line wise? And I think they did such a spectacular job at like dividing the parts fairly. Like, since all of the members have their own panel and their own storyline with that girl, they're all memorable. I can remember each and every one of them. But obviously, I guess if you've watched Vincenzo, you will most probably remember, you know, Taegyeon more than the rest of the members. But to me, I remember all of them. Like, yeah. Not gonna lie though, Nikun, sir. Another thing that I'd like to point out, I think, is that none of this looks tacky. I guess my question every time an older group, you know, quote unquote older group comes back, whether their comeback is going to look out of place, if that makes sense. I guess that's always one of my concerns, but every time an older group comes back, I get proven wrong because they still got it, and like it doesn't look tacky, it doesn't look out of place. Quite the opposite actually. They look incredibly at ease, and it's so natural to them, and like a lot of times I feel like they are even better now than they used to be. Let me just mention this song really quickly. I think the melody a lot of times reminded me of My House a little bit, which would be logical kind of, because My House is the song that made them more well-known with the newer generation of fans, I suppose. And so for me to find the song kind of like, when I say similar, I'm not saying like it's exactly the same song, I'm just like the vibe of the song reminds me a little bit of My House, which at the end of the day, if it is the case, is incredibly smart and clever. Even though you might not know who the singer is for this, your brain will tell you, oh wait, this sounds kind of similar, and I know this song from that group that sounds like this. And so out of curiosity, you will look it up and find out that this is actually 2 p.m. so the two songs are connected. And wow. Anyways, to sum it up, I am so in love with them still. Like after all these years, it's kind of like I'm rekindling the flame with them. They don't care about me, you know, but like I'm just saying, like as a fan who, you know, kind of like parted way with them for so many years, this song is kind of like reigniting this flame that I had in me. It never burned out, but it needed that spark, and it's here. This is the spark that I needed. They made me blush, like they made me feel flustered, you know, and so thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna stop you here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.